All right, it looks like you're both ready to go. I think we've got our colors synced up. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm red, right? And he's
Yeah,
purple.
looks like you are. Looks like Josh is purple. Josh, you're ready as well?
Yep, I'm ready to go.
Awesome. Okay, you both know how the timer works. I'm going to get things going after I move you to your channels. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck, Aggie.
Oh boy. Here we go. Oh. Well, there it is. There's a timer. Extravagant, thank you for the 2 gifts. Okay. Oh, no, there's crackpot. Oh, almost missed it. All right, what else we got? Any grafted scion? No. Let's see. There is ritual pot along with crackpot. Those go together really well. There is Godric with the Felly. That is an important rush. That is a very important rush. Okay, that's kind of shit movement there. Whatever. BHF plus 0 is a rush. Riot of Volcano and Dectus go together really well. Damn, there's some pretty good pairs here. Carl, thank you for the 2 gifted. All right, Somber 9, it's smack dab in the middle. Is super juicy. My god. Let's see. I mean, BHF plus 0 is the traditional rush. What if I didn't, though? What if it's bait, chat? I think we rush Novelli Loop. I've lost my share of bingos to the person that rushed Godric. Let's see. What would that pair well with? Cracked pots. Unfortunately, Moog is in column 5, so that's kind of disgusting. Shit, nice bow cancel, asshole. Jesus. Killer Remembrance boss Colossal Armaments only while they change the text so that it's more clear it's Colossal Weapon or Sword. Because that's technically 2 different weapon types. Fascinating. Fapio, thank you for the prime. Remembrance boss Colossal, Incans, and Remembrance Weapon. Yeah. And Nepheli Lu. So you can't do that one and one of the others. Row 5 is really good. I think row 5 is so good that it's worth going for the BHF plus 0. Because otherwise it's going to be a bitch to counter. So yeah, okay, I am going to go for that. And since there are so many Killer Remembrance boss with X squares, maybe the Nepheli Lu one isn't super high priority. Because once you do that, you're locked out of all the others. For Godric, at least.
I can play turning to AGGY. You need to the foot. Then summon me. Ah, I bequeath. It will sound torrent. Treat him with.
All right. This is quite the rush down here. It doesn't matter to yoink that smithing stone, fuck it. Let's see, if we secure this, what's our next move? It would go really nicely into Dectus, because I could just roll straight into Fort Height. which of course pairs with Raya's hand really well, which is also in row 5. It could be a good threat. And then you get Altus access like immediately, which is always nice. If I get sniped, what am I gonna do? I don't know. Oh, the problem is... Oh man, okay, this doesn't really go into Dectus that well, because there's not a Grace here, and I need to warp back and sell it ASAP. So, okay. Maybe we go with that play, maybe not. Let's just get this kill. Nice freaking riposte, dude. Oh my god, I hate this guy. Okay, I got lucky with that last hit. Go, 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 go!
This way, tarnished.
I know. Thanks.
I was in Stride Torrents.
Tisabel, we know. Goodbye. Sorry.
And I can also that you're not then. Why not? I am calling.
He's calling. Okay. Well, bam. And then we'll purchase that shit with all that.
Goodbye.
Okay. Good. First blood. So we started with 3 crackpots, so now we have 6. And there's 2 in Stormveil right before Godric. That would be 8. Yeah, and then if I go to Jarberg, which I'm gonna have to if I want a Ritual Pot, that's more than enough. Could be the play. Could definitely be the play. I need a weapon. I could roll with Godric's for a Remembrance weapon. On this board, I don't think that would be a bad idea. They did just buff it. It like attacks a little faster or something. Yeah, I think that's a reasonable plan of action. Because, like, I can kill Godric without getting anything but Uchi +0 very easily. So it doesn't require any setup. And then I have a weapon ready. And I get, like, several squares out of it. No parry Margit rule, right? No.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Okay. Not a terrible kill. Hey, what up, Josh?
I shall remember thee, tarnished, smoldering with thy
30 Faith is on the board.
cower in fear of the
One of Godric's Remembrance weapons uses Faith, doesn't it?
The guard you breached. Well, but of course.
Also, thank you for the good luck, Parky. Oh. Dragon Head is Faith. I mean, synergy, but I don't know if it's worth, because then you have to use the Dragon Head. That's problematic. Bro, sprint! This is actually so sus. I don't like not having a heal for this part. Okay, good dodge. Okay.
Be proud.
Gotta quit out here or we'll get murdered by birds. Everyone says the Dragon Fist is bad. I've never really used it. It's probably not worth the risk.
Well, tarnished, I am I'm hereby decree how Otis graft is tainted them. If I ask you, the winds run, I'm certain for.
Okay, thanks, Nepheli. Okay, let's secure this Nepheli kill. Oh my god, shit. Yeah.
To see what hand it seems
Yeah.
torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering.
No, not right now. What? No. Stop it. Go, 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 go. Come on. I want to make sure she actually summons before I go in. Okay. I think it's better to just get the square and wait and see what Josh does. I need to bring him to Nepheli. There you go. Nice. Yeah, beat his ass. God, I hate that wind attack. Coming? Yeah. Well, they really did make the running attack of Katanas a lot faster. You see that? That was nuts. Dude, this is so messy.
I am the Lord
Okay.
of all that is golden. And one
Cool.
day we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
Wabam. Alright. See, I'm thinking the axe is the weapon of choice, and then we can run that down to Renala, and then we really are threading row 2 as well. I gotta commit to the 30 faith, though. Or I could just force him to. I'll just plateau here. His grave is gross. I'd say we're at a pretty decent spot right now. I'm thinking Josh probably got sniped on at least one of these. Otherwise he would have marked something by 15 minutes. There's quite a few relatively quick things to do. Would not be super surprised if he goes the Dectus and Raya route. That would make sense. I think what I'm gonna do right now is just go for Crackpot and Ritual Pot. And just rush Jarberg. Axe is 34 strength, 26 to 2 hands, 22 dex. That's not so bad with the strength too. It's doable. Definitely doable. Dex tier is also viable, actually. It's right next to the guy, Blackguard. So that would pair really nicely with Raya if I wanted to try and get that. There's a lot of quick shit on this board, dude. An alpha would be longer than 3 minutes. That's a solid point, yeah. Yeah, it probably would be. Josh said he's gonna start prioritizing sneaky diags. I don't know if this board has a sneaky diag. Both of them kind of suck here. I guess top right diag is like viable. Top left diag, definitely not. I guess Josh could be rushing Sombra 9. That would not be a bad play. It is a bit of a time investment. So I could just secure like a big square lead here. And then as long as all the bingos are blocked, we're kind of chilling. Let's see, if I get Cracked Pot and Ritual Pot, then yeah, we'll have blocked 3 rows and 3 columns. Okay, this will take me to 9 Cracked Pots. And then I could just grab one of the Crackpots by Godric if I want the square ASAP. I don't think it's really under threat. So I think I'm going to buy the one at Saints Bridge, since I got to go that direction anyway. Was that it? Yeah, that was it. Okay. Yeah, right. As long as all the bingos are blocked, like I've already got an early lead on majority squares. And I'm generally faster than Josh. Unless I fuck up. So if I just get all the bingos blocked, we're kind of chilling. Tester says the guy downing Windex to stay awake. Listen, we do what we gotta do. All right. Once I mark 10 cracked pots, he might back off ritual pots just under the assumption that I've gone to Jarbird.
Help me. I'm stuck.
So maybe we get the crack pot and then we pivot to Dectus Medallion since it pairs so well with Raya and gets us the Dex tier for our weapon. Also, yeah, no pot friend today. I thought about it, but there's not really any reason to.
Are you here as a
Bam, okay. I am curious what Josh is cooking over there. I'm sure he has a plan. Even if none of these are snipes, honestly, the psychological warfare of seeing your opponent mark a bunch of squares is rough. Like, even if he's been going for Somber 9 this whole time and he never planned on contesting any of this early shit. It could just make you panic a bit. Seeing them mark 0 is also a little stressful, yeah, because you're like, what the hell are they planning? But I'm feeling pretty okay right now. Okay, I'm gonna go for deck this. I'm gonna get the Feroth half first, though. Because then if he marks it, at least I've gone to Feroth and I can just go get my ritual pot there. And I haven't wasted my time going to Fort Height yet. Or no, okay, if we get ritual pot, we'll have blocked 4 rows, not 3 rows. And then we just need one in the top row, which if we get Dectus, that would be it. Fuck. I'm gonna go for the Giga Chad insta-kill on Knight's Cav. Just the drive-by. I'm not gonna grind it out if I don't get the RNG, but there is a chance that as you ride by, he can jump off, and that would be so fucking sick. Let's see. No, we did not get the RNG. Feels bad. I guess I'll grab this Grace in case we want these runes for 30 Faith. But no, right now the runes are not super high priority. YOJO is the other color, and the other color is black. Therefore, he is what? Yes, of course. Hard outplayed. Yeah, we're gonna at least contest deck this. I think it's worth. If I get away with it, it's like huge. Okay. That's the Source Seal in there. We need the Scar Seals. Scar Seals are in Shifra and Weeping. Also in Halig Tree, also a Source Seal. There's 2 Source Seals, 2 Scar Seals. I assume Charge R2 is the play with Godric's Axe. Oh, I guess I'm not going to have room for that, though. So I'm going to need the Dex and Strength tiers. Well, actually, I could probably get the 22 Dex. That's not so bad. I don't think there's really that many boss squares here. Like, there is, but only, like, the Remembrance boss squares. Which you can only do, like, 2 of those. Like, maybe 3. Honestly, like, doing any more than 1 of them is really inconvenient. And requires a different weapon, so, like, the Somber 9 won't really benefit that too much. I'm very surprised we're gonna get away with this. This into Raya, into Ritual Pot would be super fat. Okay. I'm pog champing. See, we have 0 ritual pots. Oh no, 2, right? We've got the Jarbird. And then this is 3. 4 is it Red Wolf, and 5 is in Dragon Barrow.
Hello.
Hello.
It's rather my mistress. But I was could I ask for only if you've
Where do you think of the prime?
Please.
There is no ritual pot in Round Table. Two Tunneler Precipice. Oh, okay, he's totally about to meet up with Raya then. That's the plan here. Okay, so I'm about to get sniped.
I'm not in love with you first.
But like, I'm so close to finishing this, I might be able to get away with it anyway. Nah, probably, surely not. Yeah, no, because I don't even have the right Lucaria key. Maybe I just don't do this. This doesn't waste that much time anyway, because I want to get Raya Lucaria key and I want to get up to Altus anyway. So if we get sniped, then I'm not surprised.
I see you are very
But it's not really
distant,
too much of a time waste just to go back and talk to Raya real quick. The sneaky diag. Dude, there is nothing sneaky about top left diag. That shit is poopy. Mm-hmm. Gonna get the temple quarter grace on the way here. Set up for Urge Tree Avatar later. Yeah, okay, there's that. Okay, that's expected. Not sweating that. What makes top left diag slow? Only remembrance and remembrance weapon only. And Moog Shackle is in sewers. You could use Redonbo and get both at once, yes, which sounds like a very Josh thing to do. That said, like, it's quite out of the way. Nice marker. Yeah, he hasn't killed Godric for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if that's his plan, honestly. It just feels like Josh's playstyle. If I block with Godric Axe on Renala, though, we're chilling. I actually might need to do Knight's Cav Cheese. Because... yeah, otherwise I'm gonna have, like, no vig. Especially if I want to contest road 2, dude. Might need to do Grail as well. Alright, what up? I'm just gonna buy Somber 1, 2, 3. I don't think I can afford the other one right now, because I need to level. Kazoodle gets so happy anytime I drink the blue. Yo, cheers, Kazoodle.
Very let my hand.
I'm assuming he's going for Somber +9. I think that's definitely part of his plan. Actually, I probably need to block that Remembrance boss only thing, like, now. Because if he's been to Altus, that means he could go straight to Radon. And then go straight to Godric. And then I would definitely be in trouble. So yeah, okay, that's the current rush.
Okay, and I will defend.
Man, it's stressful, dude. I kind of want to get this thing, just because it's lower stats. Doing it. If I want to get 30 faith, I need lower stats. '20 strength, okay. It's fine, because I don't have to kill Renala fast with this thing. I just need to kill her in general.
You're no matter how you.
Acqua matter.
I'll get the +4.
Well, then I presume.
Okay. Man, I'm actually nervous now. If he goes straight to Radon and then straight to Godric, that's gonna be pretty close on who gets this Remembrance weapon only square first. Can you not two-hand this thing? I mean, that makes sense, but I'm just trying to verify it. Is my controller broken, or can you just not two-hand it? But it's not letting me two-hand it. I love that jump. It's so cool. Okay, yeah, I mean, you just punch. The end. No, glitching is not allowed. I'm just gonna wait on the levels. I'm gonna wait on the ritual pot as well. I'm honestly really nervous about getting this square. And if he gets it, the top left is very problematic for me. Top left ag. Hi. I need Vig for Renala for sure. Just need max survivability. It might be... Oh, man. So I don't have the strength requirement for this thing, so I only have 3 minutes. It might be better to just kill her and forego the 4 spirit square. Just get the block and move on. I could have leveled 20 strength there, but then I'd have no vigor. Honestly, my vigor's already still really low. You did not get up. I don't believe you. Yeah, I'll see what the RNG looks like, but I don't know if this will work out.
Come, sweetings. Time to be born anew.
Get RNG. Roll. No, it doesn't stagger her, that sucks. Well. The R1 doesn't stagger her, I should say. Where are the summons, lady?
Come, O throne dragon.
There's two. I need to get her lower just in case I run out of time on the flask. There's three. Okay, perfect. Even if I run out of the requirements, I can totally kill her from that hill. Oh, good dodge. Give me a giant. Come on.
Come, O
Fuck
throne
yes. Okay, just kill her. Bruh. Bro, she's stalling! Come on, Renala! What? Oh, I ran out of the fucking requirement.
giant.
Okay.
My dear daughter,
Come on!
weave thy night into being.
Come on! Fog! Let's go, dude.
Where did he
Insta into 30
my
faith.
sweetings? Come out from whence ye hide. There
Definitely possible. JK, it's not actually possible.
Where did he flee?
Let me
my
think about it then.
sweetings? Come out from whence ye hide.
Dude, I was nervous. I'm very curious what what Josh is going for there. If he was going for the Radon bow into Godric, I feel like he had to have been close to doing it, unless he got stuck on Radon. Which is definitely possible, because if that was his plan, he was doing Radon very low level. But Josh is a no-hitter. Yeah, we still have the ritual bots. I'm gonna sleep on it for a little longer. I kind of want to do something I've never done before. Just because I know it would work out well with this weapon. I could do the Gelmir Hero's Grave. Because the boss is a Red Wolf. I think this weapon would struggle with doing the Duo Crucible Knight. And it would struggle with doing whatever the other guy is. Hero of Zammer, yeah. The only problem is I don't know what that Hero's Grave looks like. Like, I don't remember what dungeon that is, like how you solve it, where you go. And I also don't really remember how you get there. No, Gelmir bosses count as Altus bosses. It's just Volcano Matter bosses, though. Just for balance purposes. I should get this in case I want to go for a tree avatar later. No, it's not the grave with the assassin in front. That's the Zammer grave. Also, yeah, there's the +9. Actually, okay, I'm gonna go cheese and get 30 faith right now to block the other diag. The 40k from Knight's Cab will get me there. Dude, honestly, before he marked out Somber 9, I didn't even consider him going for top right. That makes sense, though. It's the far easier diagonal. I just thought he would go for the more sneaky one with insane hidden synergy with top left. Yo, Matty Moo, thank you for the 3 months. There it is. Ooh, I can put Bloodhound Step to get through the Gelmir Grove. Okay, Fog. So now he has to block, so I could just go for other shit. Which is kind of tempting. I have 7 to his 3. So like majority looks good for me. Might be a good idea. It's really not super necessary for me to try and force the dag here, especially when it's like a kind of inconvenient one to go for. Unless getting to this Gelmir Hero's Grave is not as bad as I think it is, but I'm pretty sure it is. I want to go down through Seathwater River and then all the way around, right? That's how you get there? Yeah, I have 3 ritual pots. So I could finish that really easy, but... Up the ladder? Is this not the path to Comet Azure, though? I thought this went to Comet Azure. I guess the column 1 block. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and secure that. You're right. Because that's the only way I could possibly lose now, right? Is if he snuck column 1. And the pots is the only one I could really contest if I get sniped on Hero's Grave. Alright. Yeah, outside of bingo, I don't know how we lose this at this point. So it's better to just block first and then go for the kill. Yeah, this is just the league layout so that they can restream it properly. I have no idea if you can change the title like that, it's okay. Not a clue. I think you made the command Brawlers, no? Oh. Okay, I have no idea what you did. I have 4 pots, right? Yeah. This sets up for BBH later too.
Well,
I need to do that for some reason.
Have a say.
Okay. Now back to Seathwater. See if we can win. This is so much running, though. Oh my god, Jesus, that damage. And yeah, mixed drinks are pretty good. My alcohol of choice. I'm not a big drinker, though. But when I do, I prefer mixed drinks. Yeah, I don't know if contesting this is really necessary. I agree. I don't think I'll lose if I get sniped, though. You know. I have 8 to his 3 squares. Winning by bingo is cooler. Yeah, I'm stat padding, guys. Okay. The Bingo Brawlers website lists how many squares and lines you get now. So I've got to be a Giga Chat and have multiple lines. Okay, no one has more than 1 line acquired so far. If it's just the one where you go down the lava, I think I know what I have to do. You like go down the lava and then you fall down the little like hole on the right at the bottom of the path. Yeah, okay. This definitely takes a long ass time to get here. I wonder if there's any better way here. The boss inside is a red wolf. Okay. I don't know if anyone has ever gone for this hero's grave ever in bingo. I'm kind of excited just to see how it goes. Oh, I don't have Blood on Step. I should be able to just roll her backside through the lava. I'll get some more Vig. I have the Ash of War, but I can't warp out because I'd have to go back up the elevator, and I don't want to do that shit. Yeah, and I don't have the wet knife to do it at my race. Oh, what the? Why does it turn around there? That's so troll. Well. Okay. It's fine. Minor setback. That's so troll. It won't come all the way down, will it? I don't think so. No. Oh fuck, you need a lever? Oh no. Dude, why do half these doors, like, you just open? But like okay, I said half, but like only a few of them open like that. Most of them you need a lever and they look identical. It's so confusing. That was actually a really quick hero's grave. It's just the journey there. It takes a while. Really not a bad option at all. Okay, yeah, good damage. I think this weapon was absolutely better than doing the axe. This worked out just fine. I knew this weapon couldn't be as bad as people said it was. Like, you just punch. Is it amazing? No, but damage is fine. Kind of getting my ass kicked by this dude. There it is. GG's. All right, dude. I'm very satisfied with that win. That was pretty clean. Bingo, baby. Where's everybody going? All right, now we wait for the interview. I'm curious to hear what Josh had cooking. Gelmir is Altus for the purposes of bingo. Yo, Thomas, thank you for the prime. Do the weapon art. Wowie. Is that actually good? Good for avatars? Hmm. Haagen-Dazs, thank you for the 13. Josh was unlucky. Uh-oh. It looks like they're interviewing him first. So I'll just bide my time. We'll test it on a avatar. Boltstruck, I think, with 18 months. Appreciate you. Undefeated except for the one time I was defeated, yeah. Insane. I'm confident that Chris is gonna beat Gino and then no one will have the perfect record. Just gotta wait for next week. What the fuck, that sucked. Oh. Okay, so it's kind of good. think I would ever take this weapon outside of the remembrance thing. But yeah, I don't think it's as bad as people say. No, I don't have Alexander tells him. I got nothing. Legend, thank you for the 1 year. Oh shit.
Yo, welcome in, Aggie. GG's, man.
Yo,
GG's, Mr. Aggie.
GG's,
Well played.
Josh.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, now we can hear you, yeah.
Okay, there we go. GG's.
Nicely done, Aggie.
Thank you, Josh.
Aggie, what was your thought process after kind of getting the Renala squares?
Yeah, so after I got the Renala square, I knew I could do row 2, right? And I was worried about Josh sneaking top right diagonal. So I just immediately went and nightcapped Chiefs so that I could do that plus the Remembrance to get to 30 Faith. And then after that, I figured the only way I lose is if he gets a bingo, so I just blocked the last bingo with Ritual Pot real quick and then went for the win.
Yeah, which I think also was a fantastic play, which was just like going for Hero's Grave and then seeing the pivot of like, okay, let's say hypothetically Josh gets Hero's Grave.
Right.
Now I'm stuck with Ritual Pots or having to do 2 other Remembrance bosses to try and block that line. At least claiming Ritual Pots at least, you know, blocks the last bingo, so I don't have to deal with doing 2 other Remembrance bosses, you know, possibly racing for those because I already did Renala and Godric. Which it seemed like a really good pivot for sure. But what made you decide to go for the Nefeli Lu Godric square rather than going for like a Remembrance one instead? Because, you know, as you know, right, Godric gets more health with the summon, but you also get less money. What made you want to go for that choice regardless?
Yeah, so I just know that Nefeli Lu is obviously the fastest one and the one that requires the least setup. And when there's this many like Remembrance boss squares, I just figured, you know, we might as well just go for the easiest one, and then, you know, we'll let Josh go for the more difficult one. I didn't see the potential play with Renala and the Remembrance weapon until later, but after that, I was like, okay, yeah, that could actually work out really well, because then I could still contest at least one of those Remembrance squares with that.
Fair enough. Why'd you run past the Ritual Pot for the first time in Raya Lucaria? You just didn't want to deal with possibly dying to the Burger King men and just ran past it for now and grabbed it later?
Yeah, so what I thought Josh was doing once he marked Precipice and Raya's hand was I thought maybe he's rushing Radon and then he's going to do Radon into the Radon bow into Godric bow only and also Remembrance at the same time. So I really wanted to make sure that I blocked that, because if he got that, then top right or top left diagonal would be a huge problem.
Yeah, understandable. That's super fair. That's super fair.
Yeah,
what did Josh end up
definitely
doing?
had a good shot. So you sniped 30 Faith and then you sniped Altus Plateau Hero's Grave. I died on this Hero's Grave like 10 times.
Oh, which one?
The Red Wolf one. And
okay, yeah, that's the one I ended up doing.
Yeah, I still have base vigor, and I was like trying to jump on top of the chariot, and then I died to the chariot like 20 times, and I died to skeletons, and it was a disaster. I've never actually like done this Hero's Grave before since like my first playthrough, so it was.
Do you know you could just roll down the lava?
People were telling me. I don't think I had enough Estus to make it, honestly.
Oh dang, okay.
Yeah.
So basically, Josh arrived there, and you, in that moment, pivot to the ritual pots, then came back to the hero's grave, and just went through it. And all of that time, Josh
Yeah, I was dying a lot.
Oh no.
Serious, yeah.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, dude. I hope it was good
dreaded.
comedy at least.
No, honestly, the worst one was honestly when Josh was actually up on top to jump onto the chariot, and as soon as the chariot comes up, he has insane frame issues to where he couldn't jump on it and had to wait for it to come back again. So he's just sitting up there for a whole cycle, just like, all right, let's hope that this time there aren't any frame issues. So that was probably one of the most unfortunate ones. But then also the one where he finally gets to the bottom and then jumps off and lands on the wheel of the chariot.
Jumped directly into the wheel. Yeah,
he dies. That was tough to watch.
I don't know what I was thinking, man.
Hey, it happens.
I was thinking I would jump across the gap and not have to climb the ladder. Yeah, it didn't go according to plan.
Yeah. But
that was great.
I mean, it was still
Let's
a
just
great
say
match.
mistakes were made.
I think overall though the match is definitely closer than the board makes it look, for sure. I do think that the two corner squares that you grabbed early on were great squares, because they blocked a lot of Aggie squares that he got prior to you. I think it was like 4-1 at that point. And yeah, as soon as you had the 4-3, you blocked basically all the lines that Aggie had at that time, besides the row 2.
Yeah, I really feel like if I had gotten this Altus Heroes Grave, that with my +9, I could have just deleted bosses after that and like really made a comeback sweep.
For sure. Yeah,
I got you.
It's a very late game board.
Yeah.
One more question for Aggie. What is that blue drink you're drinking?
It's Windex. Okay, you gotta keep the insides clean. All right.
There's no way that's Windex. I googled it.
Okay, so maybe it's pre-workout. All right, it's a little blue raz pre-workout, little caffeinated drink.
Pop.
It's yummy.
And is there a last question for the both of you? Is there anything that you had this week that you'll move over to next week for, like anything new that you learned or anything new that you'll prioritize? Anything at all that you learned from this week's match?
Well, I mean, I think my biggest takeaway, like the thing that I did this week that I think I will probably try not to do this week or next week, is I'll probably try not to jump into the spikes of the chariot, and then I'll probably try not to die about 18 times on the Altus Plateau Heroes Grave Square. Yeah, I think that's probably what I'll try to do differently next time.
Okay, well, besides that, is there anything else that, like, I guess kind of stuck out to you that I don't know, was maybe like just as effective? Maybe rushing Somber 9, was that still worth it in your idea to go for that?
Yeah, I actually really liked my game plan, and I think that I could have stuck it out, and I think it would have been a really close match if I hadn't just blown that one square.
Gotcha. Well, what about you, Aggie?
Yeah, I think between this match and Parky's win over Ain yesterday, the threat of the sneaky bingo, especially those diagonals, I think is definitely something to keep in mind, because I was sweating pretty much this whole time. Josh was gonna like suddenly mark 2 squares in either of those diagonal lines, and then I would just be unable to block. So I think that's definitely
if I'd gotten the 30 faith before you, oh man, it would have been really
dicey.
tight for sure.
Yeah, we're definitely talking about that, where we saw that as soon as Josh marked the Somber 9 and the 35th was still open, I'm like, if Josh gets that 35th, this is going to be a race for Erdtree Avatars and Bellbearing Hunters. And with Josh having a +9 weapon, this would be in Josh's favor for sure. But
that was the hope.
But also with Aggie having the Dragon Fist, the Erdtree Avatars would definitely be melting. But the Bellbearing Hunters, I think, would be the more difficult part for him in that case, with having less damage. Honestly, I was really hoping for a Moog race. I was really hoping it would come down to majority and having a Moog race, but we'll have that maybe another day. But thanks so much again for playing, guys. I really appreciate you taking the time to play. And
thanks for having us.
Yeah, it was blessed.
See you guys next week. All right.
Later.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.